When Nicki Minaj stepped into hip-hop, she wasn't just the female rapper. She was the whole damn movement, a fire-breathing lyrical beast wrapped in wigs, accents, and designer fits. Over the years, she stacked hits, flipped brands, dropped bars that sent careers into retirement, and built a $150 million empire with her own rules. So how did a girl from Queens turn alter egos, anaconda curves, and Barbie aesthetics into serious cash? Let's talk about the plastic, the power, and the pink Lambos that make Nicki one of the richest, most untouchable women in music. From Trinidad to Queens, and into the fire. Nicki Minaj was born Onika Tanya Mirage in Trinidad and raised in South Jamaica, Queens. Her early life was far from glamorous. Abuse, addiction, and instability shaped her reality. But she was always different, driven, bold. She attended LaGuardia High School, yes, the famed school for performing arts, where she sharpened her performance chops and learned how to own a stage. She wasn't just dreaming, she was training. Long before she was famous, she created alter egos to cope and to conquer. Roman Barbie Nicki Lewinsky. She didn't just survive the chaos, she channeled it. Mixtape Monster, the rap world's first warning. Before she was dropping platinum singles, Nicki was lighting up the underground with her Beam Me Up Scotty mixtape. It dropped in 2009 and turned the industry on its head. Her delivery, unmatched. Her bars, razor sharp. Her style, unlike anything rap had seen. Theatrical, aggressive, animated. She didn't beg for cosigns. She demanded attention. Suddenly, Lil Wayne came calling, and Young Money Records signed her. The message was clear. This wasn't a novelty act. This was the future. She showed up in a male-dominated game, kicked down the door, and made the boys nervous. Young Money royalty, Nicki, Drake, and Wayne take over. Nicki wasn't just part of the Young Money crew, she elevated it. With Lil Wayne as the mentor and Drake as her lyrical brother, the trio became hip-hop's holy trinity. Her feature on Bedrock put her voice on the radio, but it was her command on tracks like Monster. Yes, she out-rapped Kanye, Jay-Z, and Rick Ross on one track that crowned her. She brought color, camp, and combativeness into every verse. Her voice was never just rapping, it performed. And the paychecks started rolling in, features, tours, and the fan base to go global. Pink Friday made her a pop rap powerhouse. Her debut album Pink Friday exploded in 2010 with hits like Super Bass, Moment for Life, and Your Love. It wasn't just a rap record, it was a mainstream masterpiece. She knew exactly how to ride the line between commercial and credible. The album went triple platinum. She performed at award shows, shut down late-night TV, and became the first female solo rapper in history to perform at the Grammy Awards. She turned Pink into a weapon, Barbie into an armor, and hip-hop into her playground. The crossover was complete, and she was printing money while doing it. Merch, perfume, and branding genius. Nicki's branding game, underrated and elite. She turned her image into product lines that sell. Her Pink Friday perfume line with Elizabeth Arden reportedly made over $50 million. She dropped nail polish with OPI, clothing lines with Kumart, even headphones with Beats by Dre. Nicki knew early that her look was marketable. From dolls to wigs to fragrances, she monetized her persona in every lane possible. Her barbs didn't just stream music, they bought the brand. And Nicki gave them layers to love. Fashion, fragrance, lifestyle, and music, all dipped in pink power. Feature queen, charging up to $500,000 a verse. Nicki became the most sought-after feature in hip-hop, period. She jumped on tracks with Kanye, Beyonce, David Guetta, Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, Ariana Grande, and elevated everyone. But here's the kicker. She charges up to $500,000 per verse. Why? Because her verses hit. They dominate TikTok, trend globally, and often outperform the lead artist. For nearly a decade, you couldn't launch a female-led pop or hip-hop hit without knocking on Nicki's door. She turned verses into ventures. Guest spots aren't side gigs. They're stacked checks that keep coming. Touring equals bankrolling the Barbie dream. Nicki's tours aren't just concerts, they're spectacles. Her Pink Friday and the Pink Print tours sold out arenas across North America, Europe, and Asia. She brought costume changes, choreography, wild visuals, and full theatrical energy to every show. The numbers? Massive. Her 2015 tour alone grossed over $22 million. Between ticket sales, VIP meet and greets, and exclusive merch, Nicki's shows don't just entertain, they generate serious profit. She's proof that a woman can headline hip-hop at the global level and turn a tour into a pink-colored cash machine. Barbie but bossed up. Business behind the plastic. Yes, Nicki's aesthetic is exaggerated. Wigs, curves, outfits, and pink everything. But behind the Barbie is a woman with real power. She negotiates her own deals, owns her masters, and maintains control over her image. Her Instagram, engineered to stir buzz. Her persona, crafted to sell. She doesn't tone it down. She turns it up, and the money follows. Even her surgeries and image choices became part of her brand equity. The plastic paid for the palace. She's taught a generation. Being hyper-feminine doesn't make you weak. It makes you unpredictable, undeniable, and unbothered. Queen Radio, beef, and staying relevant. Nicki knows how to control the narrative. Queen Radio on Apple Music became her unfiltered soapbox, where she called out haters, spilled tea, and set records straight. Love her or hate her, you're still watching. She's had public beefs with Cardi B, Miley Cyrus, Remy Ma, and everyone drove numbers. She made shade strategic. She weaponized drama. And while she was doing it, she dropped bars that made timelines explode. She's not just relevant because of controversy. She's relevant because she delivers every time she steps on a mic. That's longevity you can't manufacture. Net worth. The Pink Empire hits $150 million. Nicki's current estimated net worth hovers around $150 million. But that doesn't include cash under wraps. Between music royalties, perfume sales, brand partnerships, real estate, and touring, she's diversified like a Wall Street portfolio. She owns her music. She licenses her image. She gets back end on products. She doesn't just rap about riches. She reinforces them with smart moves. Every time someone counted her out, she added another zero. She's built wealth that lasts, and she's doing it without ever watering herself down. Motherhood, marriage, and mogul mode. Nicki's personal life hit a new chapter when she became a mom in 2020. But don't think that slowed her down. If anything, motherhood gave her even more drive. She's been quieter, yes, but more focused than ever. She dropped Queen Radio 2.0, appeared on countless features, and launched her own management label. She's eyeing executive roles, more fashion ventures, and even hinted at writing a book. She's still the Barbie, but now she's got a blueprint for empire building and a son to pass it on to. This isn't Nicki taking a break, it's Nicki reloading. Nicki's legacy. More than a queen, a movement. Nicki Minaj didn't just open the door for female rappers. She knocked it off the hinges and repainted it pink. She made it okay to be lyrical, loud, sexy, vulnerable, rich, and ruthless, all at once. Without Nicki, there's no Cardi, no Megan, no Doja in the lanes they're in. She gave women permission to own the mic and the bag. Her legacy isn't just in her hits, it's in the DNA of today's rap game. She's not just a queen. She's the architect of a new era, and she's still out here, heels on necks, watching the throne she built. Nicki Minaj didn't climb the ladder. She painted her own in hot pink, climbed it in stilettos, and cashed out along the way. She turned style into income, controversy into clout, and femininity into a weapon. She's Barbie, she's boss, and she's booked and unbothered. If this breakdown made you salute the queen, drop your favorite Nicki bar in the comments, hit like, and share this with a barb who needs to hear it. Because Nicki didn't just chase the bag, she made sure the bag had her name on it.